What's going on, everyone? So, I've seen a ton of talk about how we're in this situation because of the head coach and, it's JJ Redick's fault and, this, that, and the other. And again, I understand fans want to just find that one person, that one singular person that's like, it's his fault. He's the bad guy. Russell Westbrook, D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, right? JJ Redick, Darvin Ham, you name it. People always want to point to that just one person that is responsible solely for the Lakers' downfall, for why the Lakers. And it's not just Laker fans, all fandom, right? Fandom does it, period, right? You go and look at other forums and other teams, whatever's, right? Like, they're all the same way, right? It's the coach's fault. It's this guy's fault. It's the towel guy wasn't bringing out the towels quick enough to the players, right? There's always a reason. But here's the thing. We have had multiple coaches over the last 5 years, and we continuously have the exact same problem. And we've had most of the personnel on this team for the last few years, and it's been the same story. Right? This is now the third postseason in a row we have seen the exact same issue. Twice it was Denver, this time it was Minnesota. And it was the Lakers doing everything they needed to do, role guys not showing up, LeBron James and Luka and everybody making poor decisions, right? Before that, it was Anthony Davis and him being flip-floppy and all this stuff. But it's the coach's fault, all right? It's JJ Redick's fault. JJ Redick. Before that, it was Darvin Ham's fault. Before that, it was Frank Vogel's fault. Before that, how many coaches do we cycle through before we just go, you know what? Maybe it's a player problem. Maybe it's a personnel problem. All right, maybe it's just Austin Reeves not showing up. Maybe it's Rui's lack of showing up outside of, the second half of last game. Maybe it's, maybe it's the players and not the coach, right? Like, at what point do we hold the players accountable? At what point do we look at the players and go, okay, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing? I don't know if what people think a coach can do. I don't know what people think a coach's abilities are as far as game management goes and stuff. But JJ Redick, and look, I even defended Darvin Ham last year on several occasions, right? I was very critical of Darvin Ham, but when it was warranted, I defended him, right? This isn't on JJ Redick. Has he been perfect? No. Is there other things he could have done? Sure, right? All of us sitting at home are all microman. We all think, myself included, right? We all think that you should do X, Y, and Z better, and this is how to fix it, and this, that, and the other. But we don't know, right? Start Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt hasn't been able to really slow down Ant and do it. That might not change anything, right? We don't know. We're just assuming that we know. The head coach is the guy that's in there with these guys every step of the way. People are complaining because JJ Redick played basically the same five guys the entire second half. But that's our best five guys. You go down with the ship. You live with the ship, you die with the ship. Those same five guys got us the 10-point lead. We were up 7 late, and we fumbled it. JJ Redick isn't responsible for LeBron turning the ball over on the inbounds. He isn't responsible for LeBron James taking a careless 3 when we're up 2 with 50 seconds left. He's not responsible for Austin Reeves not being able to buy a bucket and missing the game-tying shot. He's not responsible for getting bullied all game and not being able to handle the ball pressure and physicality. He's not responsible for us giving up 18 offensive rebounds. He can't just magically make Rui Hachimura grow to 7-2. He can't magically make, guys hit shots and Doe and Rui and Gabe and all these guys. He can't go out there and defend, Anthony Edwards by himself. I don't know what people think a head coach can do. Because, again, you can only micromanage and dictate and control a game so much. You only get so many timeouts. You only get so many challenges. You only get so many things, period. Right? And again, I see people play Dalton Connect. What? Dalton Connect is the difference between us winning or us being up 3-1. Maybe we win a game, but he's not changing. He's literally our worst defensive player by every metric. What do you think happens when Dalton Connect gets into the game? What do you think that Minnesota's going to do? They're going to go, oh, yeah, here we go. And they're going to target him and attack him every single possession. And then what happens if he shoots the lights out? Is that JJ Redick's fault? If JJ Redick pulls him in, then what happens? Then what's everyone's excuse? Then everyone's going to be like, what do they say? Oh, JJ should have never played Connect. Why are you playing Connect? You're not serious. You played the rookie, right? You're not serious, right? Like, again, like, I get it. No matter what happens, it's going to go. But at what point do we hold the players accountable? At what point do we say, hey, you can't turn the ball over 20 times in game 3? Hey, you can't miss 7 free throws in game 3. Again, is JJ Redick responsible for all that? JJ Redick's responsible for the head coach or for the players turning the ball over 18 times and not giving up regular offensive rebounds and missing free throws and, just careless defense and not switching. And again, like, dude, I saw so many like comments and stuff from people that are like, why is Rui keep defending Anthony Edwards? Are you watching the game? Are we watching the game? Like, it's not like JJ's like, hey, make sure Rui's on Ant-Man. Hey, no. Hey, Vando. No. I don't want you defending. I want Rui. Rui has to be the one to defend it. What are you talking about? Watch the games. Anthony Edwards is switching. They're setting a pick to get whoever the defender is on him to make him switch, and now Rui has to switch and stay in front of guys. Or there's a scramble or something, or a fast break transition, and Rui's the guy that's there and has to defend it. JJ Redick isn't standing on the sidelines going, Rui, hey, LeBron, I don't want you guarding Anthony Edwards. I want Rui to do it. Right? Like, no, that's not what's happening. Right? Again, just like, what do? Rudy Gobert's on the court, set a pick, get that switch, get Rudy Gobert on Luka, right? Or get Mike Conley on LeBron. They're doing the same thing. They're switch hunting, right? They're hunting down and attacking and trying to exploit our disadvantages just like we are, right? Like, most of the stuff people are criticizing JJ Redick for, he has nothing to do with. Nothing to do with. Could his rotation be better? Oh, sure. Who? Who are we supposed to play? What, we're supposed to play Alex Len? Do you guys think Alex Len, Bronny James? Do you think Bronny James is the guy that's saving this team? Right? Like, who? What are we doing? Right? Look, I made the argument of putting Jared Vanderbilt in the starting unit. I still think that should happen. Right? But like, again, guess what Minnesota's going to do with Jared Vanderbilt on Anthony Edwards? They're going to just switch him off. Right? Again, like, people are like, oh man, he should have played 40 minutes. Right? You should have Jared Vanderbilt do. Again, Lakers were up late. Like, JJ Redick made the right call. Lakers were looking terrible. Got back in the game. Got a 10-point lead. Had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. Like, yes, guys were gassed. They had tired legs. But so was Minnesota. Minnesota played all their guys in the second half. Anthony Edwards played it like literally every minute of the second half. Right? Like, so again, so Chris Finch is foolish? Like, what? So Chris Finch shouldn't have done that? He should have played fresher legs? Again, one team made careless mistakes down the stretch. The other team didn't. Right? I mean, JJ Redick called timeout because they thought that it was their ball and we were going down to win the game. And instead, what happened? We ended up losing our timeout for a challenge that Minnesota challenged, and then we didn't get to advance the ball, and we had to scramble. And look, we still got a great look. Austin Reeves had a wide open look that he should have hit and missed it. Austin Reeves has been terrible. Is that JJ's fault? That JJ Redick's fault? JJ's fault that Austin Reeves missed a wide open 3 to tie the game and to send it in overtime? Is it JJ Redick's fault that LeBron James slapped the wrist? Hey, Tyler, I don't think that was a foul. Okay, fine. Let's say it wasn't a foul. Is it JJ Redick's fault that the referees overturned it? Was JJ there going like, hey, man, I think LeBron fouled him, right? LeBron smacked the wrist. Hey, no, he wasn't, right? Again, I don't know how much people think JJ Redick or Darvin Ham or Frank Vogel or Phil Jackson or any of these guys, what they were capable of doing. Look, I'm old enough to remember people wanting to run Phil Jackson out of LA because they thought he was terrible and couldn't win anything without Jordan, right? Like, people always want to blame the coach for everything. At what point do we blame the players? At what point do we blame LeBron, who makes a careless turnover or takes an ill-advised three when we're up 2 with 50 seconds left and you get a bucket, it's a completely different game. You probably win the game. Or Luka turning the ball over or continuously getting trapped because he keeps going to the corner at half court for whatever reason. Right? JJ Redick's like, so what? He's supposed to call timeout every time. He's out of timeouts by the end of the first quarter. Right? JJ Redick's responsible for, Jackson Hayes being unplayable this series. JJ Redick's responsible. At what point is it not the head coach or if you want to blame JJ for some things, fine, right? I'm sure it takes an entire team. But at what point do we stop going like, oh, it's just one guy? And we realize that it takes a team to do stuff, right? Like a game is 48 minutes, not one play, not one possession. This isn't like, hey, we're doing do or die here, right? King of the Hill here, right? Like, anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. How do you feel either way? I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.